Hi guys, welcome back to Color Free Cosmetics TV. My name is Maricela and I'm the founder and CEO of Color Free Cosmetics. Please do not click away just yet because I really want to take you guys on this journey with me. And yeah, let's get into it. Hi guys, welcome back to Color Free Cosmetics TV. Thank you for tuning in today. If you didn't saw my previous videos yet, please go to the previous videos before you continue this one. I hope you enjoyed this journey and yeah, I hope you're all ready for a new episode of Inside of Color Free Cosmetics. Let's go!
So let's sum up where we left. In the previous video we spoke about how you created and formulated Color Explosion. Can you tell us a little bit more about the manufacturing process?
Yes, I can. The manufacturing process. Ooh. It's been hell of a road, but during this whole manufacturing process, I found out that I was pregnant. Yeah. Like the road was already tough enough. A pregnancy came also on top of it. And to be honest, the moment I knew I was pregnant, of course I was happy, but it would make it even tougher because when I'm pregnant, I'm always sick. I'm gonna spare you all the details, but I said to my husband, I remember that like it was yesterday, I said to my husband, like, it doesn't matter if the baby comes, everything we planned, we're going to do that. And that's what I did, that's what he did. So I'm happy that I pushed through because it wasn't even, it wasn't easy. It was not easy at all, to be honest. I took the risk that I wasn't even allowed to take from the doctor said to me, like, I don't think it's safe for you to travel. Yeah, if you want to do this, we're giving you the free pass to travel for a maximum of 5 days. So I traveled to China. My factory is based in China. I of course had a lot of contact with the factory for more than over a year. So to me it felt just genuine to go to the factory, to shake each other's hand, to really see each other physical, and yeah, to sit around the table and discuss more than we could do on Skype, for example. So my former assistant was not surprised that I would push through, even though I was so sick during my pregnancy. She said, like, who's coming with you? And I said, nobody, I'm going alone. And she was like, oh hell no, you're not going alone, I'm going with you. And these kind of moments, like I already spoke about it in the previous video, really will always calm my heart, because if somebody takes their own time and freedom to go with me on this trip, on this difficult journey, I will cherish that forever. Somewhere in February 2019 we traveled. It was a really tough flight for me because I was already six months pregnant, I think, 6 months, and so sick. I had medication with me, emergency numbers, and also pharmacies if I should take something that my doctor subscribed to me if I felt bad or something. So it wasn't easy. When I say it wasn't easy, And then we arrived in China. To be honest, they treat us so well. I visit the factory that day. I remember this, it's just a flashback. That day we had the appointment with our factory and other factories as well. We went with the high-speed train. So like it's the famous train of China. We went with the train because it was fast and easy for us to travel and save and stuff. In China, they don't have like tickets like you buy them and that's a final ticket. So in China, if you don't enter the portal 5 minutes before the train leaves, you missed your train. Like here in the Netherlands, I can go in the train until the train leaves, for example. Like in China, you only have like until 5 minutes before they're leaving, and otherwise you miss your train. So I was pregnant. Imagine that. I was on heels pregnant, and it was not like I was not in a healthy situation to run from the other train to that train, and she did everything on bare feet for me because I was crying because we were going to miss the train. And the funny thing about it was we were sitting by the gate of the train that we needed to take to go to the factory. But unfortunately, it wasn't the gate that we needed. So we went to the service desk again, like said, like, okay, this should be the gate, right? They said, no, your train's already leaving, you're too late. And here comes my emotions, pregnancy issues. They came. They came out of the box. I was crying and she was like, no, we're not gonna miss it. So my former assistant, she took her slippers off and ran as fast as she could. We were on time, luckily, for the second trains. They exchanged our tickets for 1 hour later. And yeah, you could already imagine we were sitting hours in the train station. And I wasn't allowed to eat all the food that they were serving. So yeah, it was horrible. Either way, we went to the factory. The manager of my factory picked us up. Really genuine man. He was waiting with a board like Maricela Color Free Cosmetics, and I was so proud to see that because like it's just a dream come true. Like if a factory was willing to work with you, go through the process, and we spend a lot of time together. So to my factory as well, thank you so much, because I will never forget that either. So then it was also like 40 minutes of driving. The moment we came on the property of the factory, I don't know, I just felt all the weight that was on my shoulders, it just fell off. And there was also another assistant from him that was joining our meeting, and she was genuine as well, like, oh my god, you're pregnant, and they were so nice and stuff, and also like, okay, we need to keep you safe and sit there, what do you want to drink? And yeah, we had like a meeting for more than 1 hour. We talked about my designings. I brought my laptop, of course. We showed them the design again, and we could really engage with each other and understood each other even better. So I was happy I did that. After that, I also showed them a couple of formulas that I brought with me as well, and they had already made my second sample, so I was happy. We went downstairs, we went to the actual lab, and where my products are produced. I met so many chemists as well, and they were like, oh my god, we cannot wait to work on your products. And yeah, went to rooms where they prepare our formulas, where they storage our formulas. Yeah, I felt so great, because it's a really big accomplishment if you do it like this. You meet you build a lot of contacts, meet new people, and especially in this market, it's really important for you to see what they do with your products, because I really wanted to make sure that I can provide my customers the best of the best. To be honest, from that moment, there was literally nothing, nobody or anyone on this planet that could made up my mind to not push this further. And I was so determined and unstoppable. That's my line, definitely. After that, we stayed like for 4 days, and we went back home, and my anxiety of starting social media, I needed to overcome that. Speak about my brand, like I have to put myself out there. And I opened up in March our social media account, and yeah, really started to letting people know, like, yo, color-free cosmetics exists. I also was in the last phase of drawing, and the final approve on my side from the factory, because after I yeah, and to be honest, I showed y'all these drawings in the previous episode. I am no architect, so it was really hard to make my drawings one-on-one. So we were in the process of making all the 3D drawings for Color Explosion one-on-one. So it really matched my vision for my brand and my collection. And yeah, the first drawings were not good. The first 3Ds were not good. The second, they were also not good. It was a whole process. I think maybe after 8 attempts, it was final and it was good. Then I came at the end of my finals for my formulas, because there was a little bit of stickiness in it that I wanted, yeah, I really wanted to take out of my formula. So I remember that during that process I was also in contact with a professional who formulates and who has a degree to formulate. And I remember we had that one meeting, the first meeting, and I brought my formulas, and we needed to match. The formulas were done, but we needed to match the regulation with my cosmetics. Everything you place on your box and your tube has to do as much with the regulations as the formula for itself. I felt weird because I was sitting with a man who has experience in formulating and formulas in general, and he was like, I'm going to try it, I hope you don't mind. And I was like, what? You're gonna try lipstick on? And he was like, no, I'm formulating for over like 35 years, so yeah, I try cosmetics. He was like, it's not to look pretty, or like I already use makeup on a daily basis, but the best results came from testing it myself. So I was, okay, go ahead. His first reaction was, unbelievable, you made this? And I was like, yes. And he was like, oh my god, I cannot wait to help you, because I want to really see how your company is going to grow. Which side are you going? Because if you can do this, I want to see more. And of course, it really is wonderful to hear from some professional who is in this business for so long, telling you that your formulas are excellent. Of course, we both know that he didn't saw the paperwork of the formula, he didn't saw documentation, and of course he needed to see that first. But the feeling and the touch, the smell, he said, yeah, this is 100% market proof for me. So happy to hear that somebody felt the same way as I did. It gave me, yeah, it just gave me an extra boost. And I remember my former assistant was like, "What? Did you hear his reaction? This is crazy!" And I was like so happy. We both were happy. After that, we were analyzing, of course, the raw materials, and my factory was also busy with changing that sticky problem that I had in my formula, and they gave it back to me, sent me a sample of the finals, and then I wasn't happy. Still was not happy. I'm not satisfied. And time was ticking. The time was ticking. I felt a little bit anxious as well because I had like a launch date planned, and I thought I was not going to make it. The launch date that I had set up, and with the idea that my factory didn't even send me the finals that I wanted to approve, I was, yeah, I was not happy. Some evenings I even cried because I was like, oh my god, I already spread the news. This was exact problem that I was afraid of, that I couldn't handle because it felt like failure, you know? But right on time, and that's where God stepped in. Right on time, somewhere in July, my first daughter, after her birthday, or like no, 1 week before, 1 week before her birthday, they sent me the samples and they were perfect. So I was so happy. Mind you, we were launching September 15th. So the factory needed to produce like more than 10K formulas, packed and shipped, and needed to be right here. So yeah, and we did that. So I'm really, 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 really happy. If somebody would ask me what I learned during this process, it would probably be that you will learn who is with you and who is against you if you either become a mom, so have children, or start a business. These two things are dangerous. I learned the hard way, and there are also things I can take out of the process, and it really built up my character, I should say. It built up my character, it built up me as an entrepreneur. I became a little bit more resistant, I think. So I see it as a blessing. Like these downfalls, these things that happen to break you down during this journey are the things that are going to make you stronger. So for every entrepreneur that's watching right now and think like, oh my god, I'm in a process, like it's all falling apart, know that there's always a light at the end of the tunnel. And please put God first, because in everything that I did, everything that I tried to accomplish, He's number one in this whole process. Without Him, I couldn't even do this. From depression, from everything that broke me down to where I'm now, it's because of Him. And don't take that for granted, because you only have one shot, you know? One shot, and then you give it another try. And that's one shot again. So everything you do, leave something behind, or you take something with you. To be honest, I also made unnecessary moves that I could skip. It's also a lesson, and I accept that it's my responsibility to make things better. Like if something happens in the company, it's always your fault. It's always my fault. It doesn't matter what happened. I should have taken other steps. I should have react better. And if you always place the guilt upon yourself, you'll see the change. I really believe in that. And the most important thing is listen to your inner voice. During these 4 years, 3.5, 4 years, and maybe already a decade, people are telling me, Maricela, you know exactly what you want. Maricela, you know exactly what to do. Don't listen to others. Maricela, you know you're so smart. Why do you even listen to other people? When you're an entrepreneur, you're a sponge, but please do not be a sponge for everything. Like, be a sponge for knowledge, but don't be a sponge for stress. Don't be a sponge for unnecessary opinions, hateful thoughts, and all the other stuff. That's not the sponge you want to be. Like, be a sponge for the learning process. It should not be draining you. If it's draining you, you should leave it. Like, don't be a sponge for that. I really struggled because of the fact that I was a sponge for stress and a sponge for unnecessary opinions, hurtful things, situations. People will do anything to break you down because they don't want you to grow. They don't want to see you growing. So you try to uplift yourself and think about yourself as well. So right now, Color Free Cosmetics has after my kids and my family, of course. Color Free Cosmetics has my number one priority, and it's because I want it to be. Don't listen to other people. You can do it. To really come to that point, you have to have a little bit of self-reflection. And I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Every pain, every tear, every bad night, depression and stuff, everything was worth it. Like, I would never trade it for something else. It made me who I am. And I am really, really overly thankful for what I reached and what I've been through. Even the dark periods of this whole process, of this whole journey, it was all worth it. One thing I really learned is that sometimes you can have tunnel vision. You're so ambitious, you really want to get to a certain point that's in your vision. And you forget about the fact that tables turn. Like, things can happen to you, your business, the market. So your road will be different, but your goal will be the same. Sometimes I miss small details because I was so focused on that road. It was straight. Why is it going zigzag? It was straight. I was supposed to go straight. What's happening? I was caught up in that going straight situation for a long time. Even through this process, what I was talking about in the other episodes as well, sometimes I was too straight thinking, like, I need to go left or I need to go right sometimes. It's okay. My advice would be, you will learn where your target is and move towards your target and then execute your plan. And it sounds like unprepared work, but it isn't. Because the moment you work towards something, you come closer, you bring experience, you bring knowledge, you bring everything with you. And when the object or your target is right in front of you, you will know exactly what to do. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed these 3 episodes of Inside of Color Free Cosmetics. Today is the last episode of Inside Color Free Cosmetics, and I cannot wait to show you guys more. Please do not forget to subscribe. Make sure you hit the like button if you enjoyed this video, and also not forget to put on your post notifications because we're coming with another vlog very soon. Let me know in the comments below what you thought about this journey. And if you have questions, always feel free, because I really want to help people as well. It's a tough road, a hard road, but you're not alone. So thank you for watching. What makes us unique? Pigmentation. Hypersensitive skin is often a subject, but not when it comes down to regular cosmetics. So everything else besides vegan products should be hypersensitive skin proof as well. The third thing is quality. I really am obsessed with monetizing quality, raw materials. Like, do your research, and you will get the amazing products like no one else have. Extremely, because I was not even prepared. I was not prepared for the legal side until I started to order books. I even bought a mini course. I even bought a mini course for building your own beauty brand, cosmetic brand, formulating courses. And as soon as you understand that regulation is everything, oh boy, better know where to begin, because otherwise it's a big mess, because you're really going to be thrown into the deep if you don't know something about regulations at all. But there's light at the end of the tunnel. If you want something, you can do it. So yeah, it was definitely tough.
What are your company goals?
What our company goals are. For now, we will stay producing our lip products. That's where our power lays right now. Of course, I have ideas for in the future. I really want to design a palette maybe in the future, foundation. You will never know where God bring me.
As a business owner, what are your responsibilities?
My responsibilities: marketing, contracts, shipping, managing, copywriting. I do the SEO for 50% of the part, because I also have an IT company that's working with me. So content creating, never forget that. So much more. Administration, of course. Yeah, a lot.
That seems like a lot of work. Can you see yourself doing this for years?
I can, but of course I really want to have to build up a team. I'm busy with that right now. My marketing team, hopefully that will start very soon, because it gives me a little bit more freedom to work on other projects. I have a lot of projects in my head. You need to have the time as well. So I'm focusing on outsourcing a little bit of my work. That can happen very soon.
If you had one piece of advice for someone who's just starting, what would it be?
It would be definitely focusing on yourself. If your gut feeling is telling you you should do that, you should do that. If your gut feeling is not telling you you should do that, you should definitely not do that. You're hearing my daughter on the background. Y'all know I'm a mom as well. So think about yourself and what's important for you. And push through. It doesn't matter what happens, you push through. That's your dream. You focus on you. You focus on your accomplishments. Celebrate yourself a little bit as well. I've learned that as well. I didn't celebrate myself. I didn't celebrate my accomplishments. I didn't celebrate the smallest things that I accomplished. I was constantly focused and in a tunnel vision that everything I needed to do, the smallest things, I didn't celebrate, because I was waiting on the big bang. And that as well is something that I want to give to y'all. You need to celebrate everything, every step you make, and then you will grow. You will grow into something really big. These are small steps from what I've learned, passing through to you. I hope you all enjoyed the last episode of Inside Color Free Cosmetics. Stay tuned, subscribe to our channel. Let's make year 2 even greater. And this little girl was in my belly when I was traveling to China. Yeah, she did shake up our world. And Yeah, I'm so thankful. I'm a mom of two right now, so yeah, sometimes it's heavy. I struggle, I cry. I have a little less time for her and her big sister, but eventually it's all worth it because I want to pass through something for the next generation. That's my generation, this generation here, and my other daughter as well. She's sleeping right now. She has to go to school tomorrow. But yeah, I think definitely it's a blessing after all, right? Say hi. Say bye bye. Mwah. Say tata.